I could take a break from this world. Running on a hamster wheel, but searching for something I can't feel.
Hi, and welcome back, or welcome to my channel. My name is Deltavier, and in today's video, we are in my budget journal. We are going to budget out my July paycheck number 2. So let's jump into it. Okay, so this is my setup for last paycheck, and I'm basically gonna copy the same setup. So let me go ahead. I got my color scheme. I think I'll do orange. So I'm gonna go ahead and just draw out everything, set up my income, fixed expenses, and variable expenses, and then I'll come back and start to fill it out with you all.
Living for weekends, wishing I could take a break from this world. Running on a hamster wheel, but searching for something I can't feel. I just wanna be a lost girl and fly. Take a breath, feel my wings spread, levitate above the ground and make eye contact with clouds. Now I'm rising, I'm soaring above it.
Okay, so let me just go ahead and start plugging in stuff. For my income, I think I called it just like my paycheck. So this is my main job. I'm going to budget $1,220.41. And then unemployment, I'm budgeting $1,344. And then hubby, which is what he contributes for our joint household expenses, I'm estimating that to be $465. And then other, I'm going to leave that at 0 for right now. So let's go ahead and add this up. Okay, so that comes to $3,029.41. Okay, so let's look at our fixed expenses for this paycheck. Number 1 is going to be rent. My rent did go up, and so it is now going to be $775. It used to be $725. I'm still not complaining though, because that is still a lot cheaper than what I was paying when I was living in Miami. All right, Comcast is $30. BWL, which is our water bill, we typically budget $31 for that. Acorns, which is investing, I'm going to bring that to $10 because I changed some settings on there. I'm going to put giving under here and say giving is $25. That is something that I am now doing. Patreon, I'm going to estimate $1 for Patreon because I think I'm thinking about canceling some. Great Lakes, I'm going to go ahead and write it. Even though this is my student loan, even though I haven't been making payments on this one, because I'm doing the debt snowball, and since this is not currently accruing interest and there's no payment due, and I don't have any outstanding interest, I wasn't making any payments. The usual amount that is due is $165.10. I think I'm gonna go ahead and just put $100 towards that. And let's just say that is it for my fixed expenses. So let's go ahead and total that. Okay. So when you add everything up, let's go ahead and do that. 775 plus 30 plus 110. All right, so that comes to $972. Okay. Now let's go ahead and do my variables. Okay. Variable X, all right, let's just write it out. Okay, budget. Actual and plus or minus. Go ahead and do my line here for this one. Okay. All right, variable expenses. So I'm gonna start with my credit card. And I call this my Dolphin card. It is a Barclay card and it is a Miami Dolphin Barclay card. So I've always just kind of wrote it as Dolphin just to differentiate it from the other Barclay card that I just paid off. The other debt that goes under here is ADC. That is like a credit counseling debt that I have. A credit counseling program. I have some cards that are in that program, and that is the amount that they take out every 2 weeks. Okay, and then my savings, I'm gonna say savings dash ally because this is my like miscellaneous personal savings, and that goes into my ally account, and I'm estimating $330 for that. And then my sinking funds. Did I separate that out? Okay. So my sinking funds, we're putting $566.49. Now with this does include taxes from my unemployment. So I know I've gotten a question about that. I do have a tax sinking fund, and I am currently putting 25%, so that amounts to about $336 every paycheck. So this is mostly my taxes. And that sits in my ally because I have electronic sinking funds. So this all goes into my ally sinking fund account. And these are all separated out in different buckets. And if you watched my last video, I went into all of my different sinking funds, and I'll be updating that if that video doesn't come out before this one. You'll get to see, what I put in each and what I have in each account. But moving back to this, so that's what I'm contributing to my sinking funds, my groceries / household. This has been a challenging category, and I know we're not the only one. So I've increased that to $175. For dates / eating out, I've increased it to $75. My personal / fun money is $20. And I used to give myself $60 every 2 weeks. But since I wanted to be more, more serious about my debt journey, I brought that down. And it's so far, I guess it's going okay. I did go over a few times, but that doesn't bother me too much. And then my debt snowball. I'm estimating to be $500. And you know what? Electronics is actually a sinking fund. I just separate it out sometimes because it's the only one that's in cash right now. But what I'm going to do is just add the $10 to this. So I'm going to make this, because technically the amount that's in my sinking funds is going to be $576. And then instead of putting electronics here, I'm going to make that unbudgeted. And I apologize if you can hear all of that noise in the background because they are driving me crazy. But that's how it is. They are fixing the damn roads here in Michigan. All right, and so unbudgeted always gets 0. All right, and so that is my paycheck breakdown. Let me go ahead and total this up so we can see how much all of this adds up to. So that's 60 plus 195, 330. Okay, so that amount totals $1,951.49. So let me explain what I'm doing with the remainder. First, let me go ahead and put my lines here. Okay, so when you look at this total down here, plus my fixed expenses, right? 972. That gives you $2,923.49. Let's subtract out my income. So that leaves me with about $105.92. What I am doing is trying to build up a buffer in my account. So really, it's a zero-based budget, but it's not a zero-based budget because the 105.92 is going to just be sitting in my account. What I could do is just put it here under unbudgeted / buffer, and it'll just sit there because I'm trying to actually get a nice like $1,000 just sitting in my checking account just in case anything were to happen. So I will no longer be rolling over, which is why you don't see a rollover here. Even though there is a buffer in my account, I'm no longer counting that in my income as rollover. I'm just gonna let that sit and hopefully grow a little bit. So that is something new that I'm doing. So I think what I'll do is just put that amount here just as a placeholder. So it's technically a zero-based budget. But yeah, that's my budget for July 23rd through August 5th. Let me know if you have any questions or comments. And let me know how your July budget is going. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.
Running on a hamster wheel, but searching for something I can't feel. I just wanna